Okay, a lot of people don't. I'm sure most people don't know me. My name is DJ Grand, um, and I've in the last few months have come in contact with the whole flat Earth thing, and because I consider myself a rationally intelligent dude and an outside the box thinker, very open minded thinker. Uh, and I don't know if it's connected to the whole being an artist thing because I'm an artist, paint, sculpt, whatever, and maybe that has something to do with being able to see details that other most people consciously for some reason on the surface don't pay attention to or can't see. But learning about the whole flat Earth thing, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of it's got me convinced. But the point that I'm getting at today is pilots. Now, in our current zeitgeist, in our current collective conscious reality that we all share, in our zeitgeist, there's this thing that I don't know if a lot of people picked up on, but it's something I noticed ever since I was a child. There's this dynamic where airline pilots tend to be alcoholics or considered having uh, affinity for alcohol. They tend to be addicts a lot of times. Matter of fact, there was a movie not too long ago came out with Denzel Washington, Flight, I think it was, where he was a severe alcoholic, right? And so it made me think, what is it? What's this dynamic? What's the correlation between airline pilots and alcoholism, right? So I've always been a student of sociology and psychology, and something I learned years ago about addiction, that what we've come to learn about addiction is what really causes a person to be addicted is not the drug, it's the secret. Because most people usually self-medicate using drugs as a way of coping with a secret. That's this, whatever it may be. People who suffer abuse in their lives. You see this often with victims of child abuse, molestation. It's that secret that causes them to turn to addiction, to self-medicate. Well, if we know now that most addiction has to do with self-medicating something that people can't feel that they can express openly with the public or even their own loved ones, call me a conspiracy theorist, whatever you want. At this point, who cares? But what if the correlation with airline policy is the secret? What if they are all hiding a secret that they can't talk about, which forces them to self-medicate with the God part of themselves, to push the God part of themselves down to be able to maintain being a pilot, status in life, the respect and authority that they get from being a pilot. And even though they love all that, it's the secret that they can't deal with. So they turn to alcohol. Nah, what that secret may be, who knows? But whether I'm wrong or right, I like to actually try to use this experimental method and find correlations. Don't base my whole theory on the correlation itself, but to find correlations in order to come up with new theories. And to me, there's a definite correlation there. What are pilots trying to self-medicate for? What is going on? What secret do they have? Is it rampant? Is it something about the people who experience child abuse tend to become pilots? People who experience extreme traumas tend to become pilots? I doubt it. I personally believe that once they become pilots, they learn something that it's hard for them to deal with and accept mentally, and it's something that they are not allowed to talk about or to express openly to others. Thus, they turn to self-medication. Enough said.